Welcome back again to my channel. Yes, I'm wearing the same thing because I recorded on the same day. But welcome to my YouTube channel, y'all. My name is Adrielle. Yeah, my name is Adrielle. And I am currently narrating a story of my life dating back from January 2016. Last episode, I narrated December 2017. This episode, I am talking about January 2018. It's a new year. And I'm excited and burdened at the same time because of what I was dealing with months before. And so, yeah, I'm going to talk about it right now. January 2018, January 5th, I flew back to Atlanta, Georgia, and school was starting on the 7th. So, yeah, I flew back and I'm just praying and hoping this semester is going to change. Like it has to, because I have to leave this academic probation thing. I can't be on that. And plus, I'm only given 2 semesters to get it right. I'm not trying to get kicked out the program. I don't want to, because me moving to Atlanta was an investment for me in, for this degree. I don't want to leave. So I don't want to get kicked out. Yeah, so I'm just hopeful for, this spring semester that I am going to do very well. I am looking for graduate assistantships so that I can pay off my tuition. I don't have out of state tuition waiver anymore, so I have to pay the 12,000 plus. Financial aid was only covering $10,250, so I had to come up 2,000 plus or whatever. My parents say they're gonna pay for it, but if I can get graduate assistantship, they can pay for my tuition. So I'm looking for graduate assistantships. Needless to say, I didn't find any. But so yeah, that was how I started off when I got back to Atlanta. January 7th, Sunday. I need a church. I need a church. The day before, I'm Googling churches. I find one church and I say I'm gonna go. It starts at 9 o'clock. The next day, the 7th, I wake up at 9. I'm like, man, I missed the whole service. I'm like, yo, I need to find a church. So I'm Googling churches that I can go to. I'm just Googling a bunch of churches that I can go to that start after 9 so that I can get ready and go. I come across a church. Now we're going to call this church City Church. It's in, oh, let me not say the location. It's close to downtown. Let's just say it's close to downtown. So I said, you know what? Let me go. They had 2 services, one at 10 o'clock and one at 12. So that's great. It's after 9. I can go to 12 o'clock service. So I get up, take a shower, get dressed, and take a lift. Now at this point, my car is still in New Jersey, and I've told my parents, please bring my car. I need my car. So yeah, so I take a lift to the church, go to the church, and I'm like, man, I like it. I really do. It kind of like the way I felt in the church, it reminded me of the feeling I got from my church in New Jersey. I was like, you know what? This is it. This is my church home. City Church is my church home. Boom. January 9, the semester starts, and at this point I'm taking 3 classes again, taking human resource markets. That's not the full name, but that's part of the name. Human resource markets, econometrics 2, and educational policy. Those are the 3 classes I'm taking. I am praying that I get an A in all these classes. January 10 was the first day of my econometrics 2 class. Now with this, it's a different professor. It's not the professor from the first one. And the way she formats things is there's like 5 homeworks, but you have to pair up with people. Now, because I didn't really make friends my first semester, I kind of didn't know anyone who I can go to. The only person I knew was Melissa. Now, this day, Melissa was sitting in front of me and we were talking before class started and everything. So at the end of the class, I told her, I was like, hey, maybe we can pair up for the econometrics homework. And then she says, oh, such and such is my partner. So I say, oh, okay. I don't know who can be my partner. So I go to the professor and I say that, hey, I don't have a person I can group up with. And then she said, oh, 3 people can be in a group. I was like, oh, okay. So I go to Melissa. I say, hey, I went to the professor. She said 3 people can be in a group. She's like, okay, cool. You can, join the group. Now, here's the thing. The other girl, we're going to call her Melissa's best friend. Melissa's best friend was not in class that day. So she didn't even know if she don't even know what's going on because she wasn't in class. But yeah, we said that we're gonna partner up, and the first homework was probably due the week after. Yeah, the whole first homework was due the week after. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna partner up with the homework. Now, as far as my other classes go, I'm just on top of it. I'm just on top of my other classes, and most importantly, I'm on top of my devotion time. Now, in the month of January, I kind of didn't have a book in the Bible that I was reading, but I made sure I had devotion time. Like I had to have devotion time. Now, I'm as a new semester is starting off, the new semester has started already. I was like, yo, I really don't want what happened last semester to repeat itself. So I contact the PhD guy, remember, from last semester who would tutor me and Amber. I contacted him about econometrics 2, like, hey, I know you took the class, just some insight. So we spoke, and also human resource markets. He took the class, so we spoke about it, and he told me what I should do. He was like, hey, with the human resource markets class, when you have your final, make sure you write everything you know. Don't just write a sentence. Make sure you write pages of answers because he's going to take points off of that. And he said for econometrics 2, make sure you understand. And for econometrics 2, he told me there's really no way to prepare for that. Like she's going to teach you, but the exams is kind of like there's no right answer. She just wants you to know what you know. That's the setup. So there's really no way for you to prepare for the test. Just make sure you understand the concepts. Once you understand the concepts, you're good. So I was like, okay, what kind of classes are these this semester? What kind of classes are these? So as I'm talking to him, I mentioned macro. I was like, man, macro was weird because I knew everything and I got an 84 in my final. And not only that week in school, I found out a lot of people did poor in macro. People like in 60s, 50s in the final. So I had a conversation with the PhD guy, like, yo, what's going on? And he says, oh, yo, like that's how it is. And he told me, you're lucky that you got an 84 because he says the way he grades the final, he is super strict. It's impossible to get 100 on the final. So like for you to get an 84, that's good. So yeah, he said that yeah, no one does good on the final. So in my mind, I was like, yo, I was complaining. I was complaining about the final, not knowing that I actually, not knowing that the final was basically a setup for people to fail. But I didn't fall for that trap because I got an 84. So I was like, man, I didn't even know that. But thank God, and I got a B in the class. So, but yeah, he was just warning me about all the other subjects like human resource markets class and econometrics 2, what to look out for. And it was just very insightful. At this point, our first econometrics homework is approaching to be submitted. I look at the questions. I say, hey, I know the answers to all of this. So I messaged Melissa like, hey, y'all don't worry about econometrics homework. That I'ma do it. I'ma just do it, and then y'all just look at it or whatever. So that was the format for that month of January. So yeah, that was what happened in the month of January. It was light. It was light. Not that much going on. Not that much, yeah, not that much going on. Just me trying to be on top of my classes, most importantly, be on top of devotion. And yeah, and just me being hopeful that things will be better. So yeah, next episode I'm gonna talk about the month of February 2018. And yeah, I'm probably gonna record that right now because I'm just in the mood of recording. So if you are not following me on social media, follow me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you are not liking and commenting, please do that. And until next time,